Hello. How is everybody tonight? Happy Sunday to everybody. Hope everybody had a good weekend. Am I coming through loud and clear? Let me see. Yes, I am coming through loud and clear. Let me see who have I got with me here tonight. We've got a lot to talk about tonight. But let me see who have I got with me here so far. We've got Richard here. How you doing tonight, sir? We got Horror Orman. That's right. We need some text-to-speech on this one.
Richard Stange says.
Richard Stange
Vanderhoff. That's awesome. I have Friday on pre-order directly from Arrow. I'm thinking about Torso too. Also, I still need to order Opera. These characters are slashing my bank account. Horror Orman says. Almost 60K, sir.
Thank you. Yes. So, yeah, almost 60K. Awesome. Yeah. Hopefully I'll hit that pretty soon. We can have a nice little, 60K celebration. What's up, Usu? What's up, Sick Jim? There's Saturn Video. How you doing? Got Antonis here. What's up, Antonis? Got Brian Trash here. Movie Fan. How you doing? There's Dave. Caleb. We got A7X watching with us over on Twitch. Richard C. Looking forward to the 4th. Got Eddie here. There's Dream Emulator. How you doing tonight, sir? Got Astro Juicy with us over on Twitch. We got Josiah here. Got Mike. Got RJ here. Is Jeremy going to watch Deadpool and Wolverine? He's not expressed any interest in that. He's not expressed any interest in Maxine either. I certainly have expressed interest in Maxine, though. You got PlayStation 9 here with us, too. Yeah. So, yeah. Hope everybody's had a good weekend. It's the last day in June. We're already, we're blasting through summer at rapid speed. There's Distorted Visions. There's Swaggy here. What's up, Swaggy? We got Tim here. Got Brundlefly. There's Scratch Berno. So, yeah. Got a lot to discuss. But before we dive into unboxings and talking about the Arrow stuff that's coming up and some other physical media related stuff as well, there's some sad news I want to talk to you guys about. Now, if you're from my generation and you grew up in the 80s, the 90s, MTV was probably a big part of your childhood. And I have no idea what MTV even looks like today. I've not tuned into MTV in years and years and years. So I have no clue what MTV even looks like today. But back in the day, MTV was not a part of the cultural zeitgeist. MTV was the cultural zeitgeist. And MTV was way ahead of its time when it came to a lot of things. Of course, reality television, The Real World, that was like the original reality television show. And like when I was growing up, MTV was channel 53 on my local cable television listing. It was 53. So whenever I would turn on my television, the first channel I always went to was 53 to see what was on MTV. And one of the big things about MTV was the news, how they reported the news. They didn't report the stuffy, it was hip, cool news. It was the same kind of news most of the time, but it was just presented in a much cooler fashion. And of course, they covered music and movies and all that other stuff too. I can remember vividly where I was, the room I was in, where I was sitting, my angle on the television when the MTV news break popped off. Here comes Kurt Loder. Actually, it was that Megadeth, the Megadeth bass riff. What was that? I think was that Peace Sells? So whenever, the news would come on, I would always kind of catch my breath. I would always kind of take a deep breath because I knew it was going to be something cool. But I vividly remember where I was, what room I was in, where I was sitting, my angle on the television when Kurt Loder announced the death of Kurt Cobain. That's something that's just in my head. It's like I just see it in 4K. All of that is gone now. 25 years of MTV News is gone, has been wiped away from the internet, from the MTV website. MTV is owned by Paramount, and Paramount are apparently in such a financial crisis that they're looking to cut costs wherever they can. And one of those costs apparently was server storage, bandwidth. I have no idea. So 25 years of MTV News is now completely gone. So,
Mama. Yes, darling, what is it? Mother, this cloth smells of death.
Thank you, Antonis. I appreciate that. Let me cover this real quick, and then I'll come back to that. So I have an article here that I'd like to share with you fine folks. So this is a Variety article, and it's actually written by Michael Alex, who was a producer on MTV News. And it goes on to state that 25 years of entertainment history, as reported by Entertainment News, disappeared from the internet a few days ago when its parent company Paramount removed the site's archive, along with those of CMT and other outlets, without warning, explanation, or comment. What was an invaluable resource for music fans, journalists, cultural ambassadors, and millions of people who loved music is simply gone. For how long is uncertain, but what is certain is that from the start, MTV News' digital archive was created and designed to serve music fans, people who cared about the artists and their art. The archive was no simple repository of old articles. It always was intended to be a playground for fans who wanted to dig deep and learn more. So the article goes on to talk about Mr. Alex joining the network, the things that he produced for the network, etc., etc. So, and the way that they had set it up, I think, was really ingenious. We launched in November 1996, MTVnews.com, and also seeded the archive with transcripts from select old interviews pulled from our videotape library. Want to read MTV's first interview with Nirvana, TLC, the Rolling Stones, JC, the Pixies? We have it for you. All that was there. He goes on, a little bit more background. So I should have highlighted these parts. So to be fair, here we go. To be fair, an online archive as vast as MTV News, particularly with its thousands of hours of video, is expensive and difficult to maintain, especially with site relaunches and other technical issues. This was not the first online archive to vanish, and it certainly won't be the last. But with that being but if history taught us one thing, it's that archives are valuable. For decades, recording studios threw away priceless master tapes left behind by everyone from the Rolling Stones to James Brown. Like, just imagine, we talk about cut footage from old movies like the Friday the 13th series, etc., that is just gone. It's just lost. Well, imagine if they had put that footage in a similar kind of archive. Maybe not digital, but, in actual, archive. And then maybe later they could have digitized it for, how cool would that have been? What will happen with the archive? I would think it will be sold. It's too valuable to simply not exist. But what would those new owners do with it? Presumably charge for access, as the New York Times and other well-established outlets do. But even with a paywall, at least the history would be available. History needs stewards, not owners. Whoever legally owns the archive does not legally own the history, even if they own the creative work of thousands of writers, editors, producers, and more. This archive of MTV News, where you heard it first, needs to be available to the public. Anyway, I just wanted to share that with you folks. I think it's sad that, all that's gone. Just gone to, save a few bucks, all that history. And I'm sure, you can find like old recordings of it that were recorded on a VHS on YouTube and whatnot, but I don't know. It's sad. It's kind of like it reminds me of, digital ownership is not ownership. So I don't know. So I thought, let's start this stream off on a downer. Let's see. Antonis, thank you for the $5 super chat. Hey, Piz, I watched a first-time watch horror movie last night called In the Mouth of Madness. Have you seen it before? Yes, I've seen In the Mouth of Madness. That is one of John Carpenter's last great movies. It's been a while since I last saw it, though. But I think that one definitely, that one kind of gets lost in the shuffle, I think. But, yeah. In the Mouth of Madness. Very good movie. Thank you, Antonis. Appreciate that. You were a Martha Quinn fan, Reggie? I always thought Tabitha Soren was hot. She was smart and sexy. I like that. Beavis and Butthead are, thank God. Thank God they've not... Beavis and Butthead may be next, though. Beavis and Butthead may be next. You never know. If they need to cut more corners, Beavis and Butthead could be next on the chopping block. Ben. Yes, I did watch the Who Killed WCW Vice series. I liked it a lot, yeah. WCW in that era brings back a lot of very fond, very nostalgic memories. So, I enjoyed it a lot. Yeah, if you guys, even if you aren't wrestling fans, that documentary series is really interesting, I think. So, Headbangers Ball. Yeah, God, I loved Headbangers Ball. I ran into Ricky Rackman at a convention. This was several years ago. He wasn't even a guest at the convention. He was just there with somebody, hanging out. And like, I walked by the table and I saw him and I just immediately went, Ricky Rackman. And I was like, can I take a picture with you, man? And he was like, sure. I don't even remember who he was with, but like, I was more interested in Ricky Rackman than whoever the guy, the actual guest there was. And I was like, dude, I loved Headbangers Ball and blah, blah, blah. And he was like, cool, man, cool. Thank you. But like, I was starstruck for a minute with Ricky Rackman, like just walking by somebody's table and like, there he is. It's Ricky freaking Rackman, man. Yes, Viacom. Viacom. Yes. Lordy. Antonis, you finally got the Halloween 15 disc Blu-ray box set for under $300 in the mail a few weeks ago. Brand new condition, under $300. That's not bad, man. That's not bad. What's up, Boogie? How you doing, man? Before we get into some physical media, I wanted to talk to you guys about. I mentioned this on a stream. I don't know, maybe a couple of weeks ago, that I was in Walmart just doing some shopping, and like, just I don't know, just I felt I felt Halloween. I felt that I was like, I'm ready for Halloween. I want Halloween. I think I was walking by where they usually have the Halloween stuff at in my local Walmart, and I just got the feels for Halloween. And a lot of places already have Halloween stuff out, and my girlfriend, bless her heart, she likes to go to Joann's and Michael's and places like that. And I hate those places. But she's like, hey, they've got Halloween stuff out. And I'm like, oh, God. All right. And I go, and they've got, it's Halloween everywhere. Like, some of them are just loaded with Halloween stuff already. And we're not even through June yet. So that's got the Halloween blood pumping too. But I wanted to share with you guys some of the cool Halloween stuff I've already bought from these stores. So, well, first, I grabbed this neon skull that's been hanging out in the background. I love my skulls. I saw a neon skull, and I was like, I've got to have that freaking thing. Go back there and hang out, Mr. Skull. All right. Another thing I love are jack-o'-lanterns. But they got to be super creepy jack-o'-lanterns. They can't just be normal jack-o'-lanterns. So I grabbed this guy from At Home, which is a store I don't think I even knew existed until recently. But look at that guy. Look how cool he is. He lights up. Look at that. Beautiful. Oh, another skull. It's like, you know, it's a light. You plug it in, and it's got like the Christmas kind of lights on it. Another jack-o'-lantern. I mean, look how cool this guy is. He's a Cyclops Jack with really, really gnarly teeth. Beautiful. I grabbed neon zombie hands or arms. These are going to look cool. And I got this blow mold ghost holding a jack-o'-lantern. And he lights up too and changes colors and stuff. So I couldn't say no. And then, of course, I got the Trick or Treat Studios Halloween 2 light up jack-o'-lantern, which if you guys missed that video, definitely go check it out. So yeah, I'm just in a Halloween-y kind of mood already. Is anybody else in a Halloween-y kind of mood? His teeth are jacked. Yes, At Home. Yeah, I was surprised. And At Home was actually of the places that we went, like Joanne's, Michael's, and At Home. At Home was packed. They even had like the big giant, inflatable decorations and stuff out. And I've posted shorts from a couple of those stores. So if you're not keeping an eye out for my shorts, or if you're not following me on Instagram, you should. I've been posting some stuff, walkthroughs and what have you. Happy Sanjo. Happy Sanjo is gifted 1 membership. Well, thank you.
You are one scared
to Ben Grimm.
They call me Reggie the Reckless.
Well, Happy Sanjo, thank you for gifting Ben Grimm a membership. Very cool. Very kind of you. So yeah, has anybody else got the Halloween fever yet? Is anybody else hitting up these stores and getting all these cool things? Again, like, look how cool that guy is, man. Damn. Let's go ahead and take this thing out of him. That is cool. I love this guy. Beautiful. Beautiful. Let's put him over here for a while. There we go. Just hang out there and put out that Halloween ambiance. Oh, and speaking of physical media and speaking of Maxine, I finally bought Pearl. So I'm going to be watching Pearl before I watch Maxine, because I've put off watching this one for, I don't know. I loved X, and I've heard nothing but good things about Pearl, but I've just kind of put off watching it. So there's actually a digital code in. Now, I bought this secondhand. There's a digital code in here. I don't know if it's any good, but I think maybe we'll do some trivia here in a little bit and maybe give away that code. Again, I can't promise you if it works or not. This was bought secondhand. But we'll do some trivia here. And we'll give that sucker away. Spirit Halloween is not open yet. I got the Spirit Halloween Halloween 2 Jack-O-Lantern from the website. And it sold out really quick, apparently, so I was lucky. I must have got in just at the right time. Do I ever get any Halloween neon signs from Target? I don't have a Target near me. Somebody in the comments on that video, because these are kind of rounded, I think they might have been at the bottom of the jack-o'-lantern where they put the battery pack in, and when they just punched out that hole to put the battery pack in, these pieces just went inside the pumpkin and just that's where they stayed. They didn't try to fish them out or anything. They just left them rattling around in there. That makes sense to me, again, because they're rounded. So I guess they came out of the bottom of the thing. So Josiah's got the Halloween feels here lately too. Yeah. I don't want to give up my summer. I mean, I want to enjoy my summer. Don't get me wrong. But I mean, it's just when Halloween is in the air, it's just a whole new, I don't know. There's just something about it. So, just something about it. So, all right, let's do an unboxing. I complained about vinegar syndrome in this package for a while. It took them a while to send it, but it's finally here. So I thought I would say, since I complained about vinegar syndrome, I decided I would save it to unbox it with you fine folks live on this stream. So and I did hear from several other people that they also got the shipping notifications for their packages. So if you haven't gotten a shipping notification for your vinegar syndrome order, let me know, because they are going out. So here we go. Anybody excited for the Severance sale coming up? I think that's coming up on the 11th, right? I definitely know of one title I'm going to be picking up from them. All right, so here we go. Got 3 releases in here. Oop. Let me know if you guys have seen any of these. The first one is Dark Tower. I love the slipcase on this one. This is a beautiful looking slipcase. I'm surprised they still had the slipcase for this one, considering that it was on sale. But, oh, what the heck is this? That's weird. Maybe they had, thought they had like a price tag or something on there. Maybe they'd taken this one to a convention and tried to sell it at a convention. That's weird. I don't know. I've never gotten a Vinegar Syndrome release with that on it. Any ideas what that could be? I mean, it's clearly sticker matter. It's where a sticker used to be. But odd. Very odd. Dark Tower. I've heard it's not great, but I've also heard that it's kind of it's you know, it's fun. It's bad, but it's fun. So, you know. Pandemonium. This one sounded like a lot of fun. Any fans of Pandemonium out there? Let me catch up with the chat here. Lowlifes. I think I've heard of Lowlifes, Sam. I think I've heard of that one. Yeah, I got that Leatherface plushie, the Chainsaw 2 Leatherface plush. I got it. That was really about the only thing there that I wanted. You did get the Terrifier 2 VHS. Nice. Those things went fast, and they're getting resold on eBay for a lot of money. Your wife got Halloween fever about a week ago. Okay. What's up, Frightful Night Media? Traveling through my neck of the woods this week. Oh, cool. From Indiana to Tennessee. Well, safe travels, my friend. You're welcome, Josiah. You're welcome. Well, I'm sure they'll have that jack-o'-lantern back in stock either on the website soon or it'll definitely be in stores. It'll definitely be in stores this year. No doubt about that. Matt's feeling the Halloween vibes. Nice. Pearl is so much better. I've heard that too. I've heard that Pearl is better than X. Movie Fan says no, X is better than Pearl. Okay. Oh, let's do a poll. You know what? You guys know I love these polls here lately. All right. Pearl or X? Oops. If I could spell correctly. All right. Pearl or X? You guys vote. Which one do you think is better? Let me know. Already got a vote for Pearl. Okay, we're getting there. X is in the lead already. Pearl is great. Yeah, Brent. I'm sure it'll be back. It's been available for like I think 3 years at this point, 2 or 3 years at least. So it'll be back. Pandemonium sounds like a lot of fun. Has anybody seen Pandemonium out there? Fans of Pandemonium? In 1963, a group of college cheerleading students. Why not just call them college cheerleaders? Were brutally slain by a mysterious killer, resulting in the closure of the school they attended. Now, former student and professional cheerleader Bambi. When you're given the name Bambi, I think that's about the only profession that you can go into is cheerleading, right? She's decided to reopen the institution. That's never a wise idea. I'm going to guess that this is rated PG. This is rated PG, for God's sake. Oh, I have to throw this thing away. It is directed by Alfred Soule, who directed Alice, Sweet Alice, which is a great movie. So it was Mr. Soule, the late Mr. Soule, who got me to buy this. And when I read the plot synopsis, I was like, that sounds good. But PG, it's rated PG? Hi. Is that Judge Reinhold? Carol Kane, Phil Hartman, Paul Rubens. Wow, what a cast. And I also grabbed Disconnected. Any fans of Disconnected out there? Disconnect. This one sounded really interesting too. Alicia has been receiving strange phone calls in which loud and ghastly sounds echo through the receiver. Her relationship with her boyfriend Mike has hit a dead end, and Alicia fears he's having an affair with her twin sister Barbara Ann. And all the while, a psychotic slasher is murdering young women with the police powerless to stop him. But then Alicia meets kinda nerdy Franklin. Will he be the man she's been searching for? Or will his own dark secrets destroy their newfound happiness? Wow. That sounds good. I may have to watch that tonight after the stream. Wow. That's a return tag? So you're saying you're telling me somebody bought this movie and they had the gall to return it? How could you return Dark Tower, for God's sake? Pandemonium is a lot of fun. Good. Pandemonium is a crazy black comedy. Okay. What's up, Eli? How you doing? I have not seen Arcadian. Halloween Fever. It's not even. I know, but it's going to be July tomorrow. Pearl is definitely better than X. Mia Goth is amazing in both for sure. Yeah. How you doing tonight, Bill? Bill, hope you're doing well, man. What's the weather like out there in Vegas? It's hot as Hades here in Kentucky. It's got to be like you walk outside there and you just your skin just starts smoking. It's like you're inside an air fryer. So there you go. That was my Vinegar Syndrome pickups back during their recent sale. Dark Tower with the slip. I'm shocked. Somebody bought this and returned it. Wow. Some people just have really bad taste, I guess. But it looks in really good shape. So, Pandemonium. Looking forward to checking it out. Even though it's rated PG. Ugh. And Disconnected sounds crazy. Were there any fans of Disconnected in the chat? Let's check the poll. 54 votes on the poll. X is leading 57% to 43%. People are saying that X is the better film. Okay, I'll leave the poll up for a little while longer. I rewatch X more than Pearl is the better made film. I rewatch X more, but Pearl is the better film. Okay. Better made film. Okay. Judge Ryan. Thank goodness. Thank goodness. Big Crack Rock is here again. It's good to have you back, Crack Rock. It's good to have you back. Do I have an all-time favorite Vinegar Syndrome release? Wow. An all-time favorite. Their release for Spookies comes to mind. Their release for Beastmaster comes to mind. Their release for... oh, damn. What was that? What's that revenge movie called? Thriller. That was a great one. There's been so many great VS releases. Those are three of my favorites, though, for sure. There's Chris from Slasher Home Video. How you doing, sir? In what scenario would a cheerleader reopen an institution? in this scenario, okay? They don't call it pandemonium for nothing. All right? By the way, if you all haven't seen Alice, Sweet Alice, you should. Such a good movie. PG for Pretty Great. All right. That's true. Tourist Trap was PG also. So, okay. They're doing a Evil Speak, or they're doing a Speak No Evil remake. I didn't know that. For a minute there, I thought you said Evil Speak, and I was like, an Evil Speak remake? Oh, Sergio, that's not good. You got a damaged disc on your Prophecy box set and a damaged 4K case for another movie? Oh, man. I've never had that issue with Vinegar Syndrome. I've never received anything damaged from them. That Prophecy release is really good, too. That I would put that one up there. That's a good one. Definitely get in touch with them, Sergio. What's up, Adam? Adam NC. How are you doing tonight, man? Big Crack Rock says his AC hasn't had much of a break. I've been changing out furnace filters every couple weeks. Long Legs or Nosferatu? That's a tough one. That's a tough one. Probably Nosferatu. But I'm really excited for Long Legs also. So, when is Long Legs coming out, by the way? When is that thing happening? Where's that release date? July 12th. It's coming out on my birthday, for God's sake. Awesome. Is it? Hopefully it's a wide release, right? Heck yeah. Good timing. Good time. So we've got Maxine, and then the following weekend is Long Legs. I like that. Finally, the summer's starting to heat up. I like it. You've got Disconnected signed by the director. Nice, Connor. Nice. Oh, the Blade in the Dark release. That's a really good one, too. Yes, that's a really good one, too. There's so many. It's difficult to keep track, but I mean, yeah, there's so many. Will I be doing a live stream for Vinegar Syndrome Subscriber Week? I don't know. Maybe. When does that start? That starts like next week or something, I think, right? Pretty soon? So let's talk about some upcoming Arrow video releases, including a pretty surprising release from them, I thought, but a very pleasant surprise. Let me get this queued up here. A surprising release, but a pleasant surprise of a release. So here we go. This was announced just the other day. Oh, they start tomorrow. What time does it start? Is it like one of those, it starts at midnight kind of deals? Your mom's birthday's on the 12th? Rose? Cool. All right, so this news happened just recently. Vinegar Syndrome's September 2024 lineup. Goodness. We're getting a Chronicles of Riddick 4K. We're getting a Torso 4K, which is a great giallo. If you guys aren't familiar with Torso, I did a review of it a few years ago. And we are getting the Friday the 13th remake on 4K. Now, I'm not familiar with The Threat or with, what's this other movie here? The Day of the Beast? What? This is like a box set from the guy who did The Day of the Beast, right? So I'm not familiar with those films, but I was definitely surprised to see Friday the 13th, the remake, was getting the Arrow Video 4K treatment. Anybody else surprised by that news? Starts tomorrow, 12:01 p.m. noon. Are there going to be surprise releases? So let's go and take a look at some of the... So, is anybody else here a fan of the Chronicles of Riddick? Because I actually really like that movie. It's an epic. It's a big space opera that it's a bit messy. It's a bit too pretentious. It's a bit too long. but I like it a lot. I think it's a lot of fun. So I'm probably going to pick up the Chronicles of Riddick here on 4K. Day of the Beast is great. Okay. Day of the Beast is awesome. All right. Cool. Torso has a ton of hot chicks in it. That's all that matters. As long as the hot chick quotient is high for Swaggy, he's good. He's good. So yeah, I'll definitely gonna pick up the Chronicles of Riddick. I always have a lot of fun with that movie, and that was they spent like, I think that was like $100 million movie or more. Like they spent a ton of money on that thing, and it tanked. Like I remember when it was first coming out, like the trailers for it. I remember seeing those trailers and being like, "What the hell is this? Is this a Pitch Black sequel? But where's like the monsters and what does this have to do with Pitch Black?" Like so yeah, the Chronicles of Riddick. I will be picking that one up. There's The Threat, which I'm not that familiar with. Let's come back to the Friday the 13th 4K Torso. I enjoy Torso a lot. Sergio Martino, he's a great giallo director, but he kind of gets lost in the shuffle. He's not mentioned that often alongside guys like, of course, Argento and Lucio Fulci, etc. But Martino's right up there. He's done a lot of really solid giallo movies, and Torso's one of them. I like Torso a lot, so that's another 4K. I'm definitely thinking about upgrading because I've got the Arrow Blu-ray. But I'm definitely thinking about upgrading. But I do love that. That's the artwork from the old Blu-ray, but I like that artwork. That's cool artwork. Why aren't they showing the extras here? I'm guessing the extras are in the comments, maybe? Or not. I don't know. Where's the extras at on here, people? That doesn't matter. Okay, so Torso and Chronicles of Riddick. Chronicles of Riddick for sure. I'm probably going to get on 4K. Torso most likely. But I'll definitely be picking up the Friday the 13th remake on 4K. I like that artwork there on the slip. I think that's pretty cool. And we'll get into the list of extras. I'm not sure why they're not listed here, but there's a lot of new extras on this one. But I thought it was interesting that Arrow was going to be releasing a Friday the 13th movie, right? And so this one is owned by Warner Brothers, right? But Warner Brothers also owns Jason X and Jason Goes to Hell. So you would think if Arrow can release this one, are those two in the works as well? Dignuts, thank you for resubscribing over on Twitch. 10 months. Thank you very much. Very kind of you, sir. Brent picked up Peeping Tom on 4K. I grabbed that one too. I've not seen The Watchers yet. Tig Nuts, hope you're doing well, man. So yeah, surprised that the 2009 Friday the 13th remake is getting a 4K from Arrow. Very interesting. Very interesting. And I wonder if Jason X and Jason Goes to Hell are in the works. I don't know. Very interesting. So let me jump over to my YouTube community page, because I did post all the extras on that release. And there's quite a bit of new ones. So let me pull that up here real quick. Has anybody already pre-ordered the Friday the 13th remake 4K from Arrow? All right, so here's the list of extras. Limited edition Greetings from Crystal Lake postcard. Nice. Double-sided fold-out poster featuring original and newly commissioned artwork by Gary Pullen. Again, I like that new artwork. I really do. Okay, there we go. Steiner 2024, baby. You know who I'm voting for. But again, I like that artwork. I think that's some really cool artwork. Ferrisman 34, thank you for resubbing for 2 months over on Twitch. Appreciate that. We've got an illustrated collector's booklet featuring new writing on the film by Mark Konopka and Alexandra West. Reversible sleeve. Gotta have that reversible sleeve. Disc 1 is the theatrical cut in 4K. We've got a brand new audio commentary with director Marcus Nispel. Brand new audio commentary with writers Mark Swift and Damian Shannon. Brand new interview with Marcus Nispel. A brand new interview with writers Mark Swift and Damian Shannon. And a brand new interview with cinematographer Daniel Pearl. And just a reminder, Daniel Pearl was the cinematographer on the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre. We've also got a number of archival featurettes on here. And then we have disc 2, which is the killer cut. Also in 4K, and it features a brand new audio commentary with film critics Alexandra Heller Nicholas and Josh Nelson. So, got some new extras on here, some cool new extras. Both films in 4K. Some additional collectible cool stuff, the booklet, the poster, you know, that usual kind of stuff that goes along with these releases. So, yeah, not bad. Not bad. I'm down. And you all know I'm not the biggest fan of the Friday the 13th remake. I think it does a lot of things well. It does a lot of things right. I don't know. It's always, I'm going to buy it. I'm going to get it. So I'm going to get it. Get it. So let's look at the poll here. 87 votes and X 88 votes, 89 votes. Okay. 60% say X is the better of the two. 60% say X is better than Pearl. All right. I'm going to end that poll right there, but you know what? I'm going to start a new poll. Let's start a new poll. All right. Will you be picking up the Friday the 13th, 2009 4K? Yay or nay? And the good Reverend's coming through, dropping some Drop in some truth bombs. Will afford baby. Yes.
Reverend Ross says, will afford baby.
Yes. Let's do that one again.
Reverend Ross says, will afford baby.
Do it a third time.
Reverend Ross says, will afford baby.
Best Jason, says Jessica. You think Derek Mears was? I think Derek Mears is a very good Jason. There's no question about it. I thought he was a very, very good Jason. The best? I don't know. I thought he was very good. Very good. Yes, that's a very good Mark. That's a very good. Let's text to speech on that one too.
Mark Williams says, most excited for the commentaries. Enough time had passed that they can be more open about the production difficulties.
Yeah, and Marcus Nispel, I'm interested in hearing his commentary because he did not have a good time making that movie. So, and from other interviews I've heard from him, he calls them as he sees them. So, his commentary will be interesting, I'm sure. This has to be a joke. This has to be a joke. Mods, you know what to do. Rob Zombie's Halloween 2, I'll take that one in 4K. But all right, mods, don't. All right, leave him. All right, leave him be. Leave him be. But Lord have mercy. We've got Antonis also says that Derek Mears is his favorite Jason. Wow. Okay. Okay. Alrighty. We've got a Jared Padalecki fan out there. When is the Kino sale? Because there are some Kino titles I would be interested in picking up. When is that Kino sale? I just don't like the hair. I can't help but think Jesse Ventura under the mask. It's commentary like that we've missed from you, Big Crack Rock. That's the kind of commentary we've missed from you. Let's text to speech that one.
Big Crack Rock says, I just don't like the hair. I can't help but think Jesse Ventura is under the mask.
Jesse the Body. So, let me check this poll here. What's going on with the poll? 57% say that they will be purchasing the Friday the 13th remake from Arrow Video. Nice. Are we excited for the possibilities of Jason X and Jason Goes to Hell also getting 4Ks from Arrow? What about a box set of those three together on 4K? Derek Mears is one of the few Jasons that I've not actually met. I met Ari. I met Steve Dash. I met Richard Brooker. I met Ted White. I met Dick Weand, and I met Tom Morga. I've met Kane Hodder. I've not. Well, I could have met Ken Kersinger. Back in March, but I don't know. I just put it off, and then like the convention was over. So Ken Kersinger and Derek Mears, but I've never been to a convention where Derek Mears has been. So I've never had the opportunity, which is kind of strange too. Oh, the Kino sale is on now. I knew about the Criterion sale. Let's take a look at Kino's. Let's take a look at Kino here. So I wonder if they've got, if that Bad Lieutenant 4K is on sale. All right, let me share this. We'll take a look at the Kino sale together. I like Blown Away. I like that movie. I don't know if I need it on 4K though. Turbulence with Ray Liotta. Good stuff. Let's see here. High Noon. I already got Leviathan. That's not bad for the Leviathan 4K. Kolchak the Night Stalker. Fletch Lives is $10.99. Oh God, Fletch. Oh, let's put Fletch in a different tab. We may have to pick that up. Invasion of the Body Snatchers 4K. That's a really good one. It's a good price on that one. In Bruges, that's a really good movie. $17.99 for that one, not bad. All right, let's go back up here. Yes, please. No, I don't want that. Get me out of there. No, I don't want to do that. Don't want to give you my personal information. All right, here we go. After Dark, My Sweet. It's a good noir. $8.99, not bad. American Ninja for $9.99. American Ninja 2 for $9.99. Teaser-Rama with the lovely Betty Page. Nude for Satan, $15.96, not bad. There's the Bad Lieutenant 4K. I think I can actually get it cheaper than $26 on Amazon. Let's put that in a new tab. Do love me some Bad Lieutenant. Pre-orders. I think we saw all the pre-orders. Yeah. The original Body Snatchers, not bad. Brokeback Mountain. Columbo. Of course, Fletch is trending. What a great movie. Good, the Bad, and the Ugly 4K, $17.99, not bad. I think we looked at all those. Van Damme Sudden Death 4K, $26.57. Oh, here we go. Frogs. God, I love that movie. Squirm on Blu-ray, $16.59. Not bad. The Food of the Gods. Crybaby. Let's go back. I think there was something. I've got the Scream Factory Squirm. I've got the Scream Factory Frogs too. I think I'm good with those. Are there any titles you guys are grabbing or have grabbed from the Kino sale? Yeah, I've heard that Derek Mears is a really nice fella, so I've wanted to meet him. Yeah, I heard about that, Reverend. Yeah, Graveyard Shift 4K. That's something Jeremy'd probably want. Graveyard shit. It's 105 in Vegas. Lord have mercy. Uncut it's the only way to see a Bad Lieutenant. Think you're getting Kindergarten Cop? Yeah, when Jeremy says Graveyard Shift, it sounds like he's saying Graveyard Shit. So. You don't think I'm in the sale part? Really? I mean, all these are marked that they're for sale. Or that they're on sale. What's this crap about? They want me to put in my email. Like, I don't want to put in my damn email. This joint already has my email. All right. I just sold my email on the black market. Let's see. If you're an Audrey Murphy fan, you're in luck. The Barbarians. Okay. I got to put that one in its own tab. How long is this sale going for, by the way? Blind Fury with Rutger Hauer? Has anybody seen Blind Fury? Sounds pretty good. Ooh, Breakout with Bronson. That's a great movie. If I didn't already own it, I would definitely get it. Ah, Brick. Oh God, I love that movie so much. If you guys haven't seen Brick, I highly, highly recommend it. Does this have any? I don't know if this. I think this is the one I've got. It doesn't tell me what the extras are though. Such a good movie though. Oh. Burnt Offerings. It's a good one. I remember Changing Lanes being pretty good. Cujo 4K. Jeremy'd be like, buy it. Deep Star 6. It's a good one. $9.99. Not bad. Oh my God, the other Double Trouble. All right, let's put that one in its own tab too. Dress to Kill. 4K. Only $17.99. All right, let's put that one. Oh no, we'll think about it. We'll think about that one. Enter the Ninja, classic. FTA with the late great Donald Sutherland. Film noir collections. Damn, they got a lot here. A girl walks home alone at night. Good guys wear black, Chuck Norris. Half baked. Happy Birthday to Me. Those are must-owns. Right, let me catch up with the chat here. Curse of the Undead is actually pretty good. Okay. Blind Fury is amazing. All right, awesome. Timothy loves Blind Fury. What's up, Cassius Studios? How you doing? Yeah, there's a Criterion sale going on right now, too. Or, I don't know if it's still going on, but very recently there was a Criterion sale. What's up, Poor Collections 13? How are you? Grabbed the Misery 4K finally from the Barnes & Noble sale. All right, let's see. What else have we got here from Kino? Hudson Hawk. Ooh, I'm Dangerous Tonight, $9.99. Get that one, guys. I love I'm Dangerous Tonight. Really good Tobe Hooper made-for-cable movie starring the gorgeous Machkin Amick. There's Leviathan again. Let the Corpses Tan. The hell is that? Let the Corpses Tan. Sounds like a giallo. By the way, I've got a review of a lesser known giallo coming out very soon. The original Mad Max 4K, nice, $17.99. So there's some. Oh, I did get this one recently. The Minus Man. That's a really good movie. Any fans of The Minus Man here? If you've not seen The Minus Man, definitely pick it up. $9.99 for that Blu-ray. More than worth it. Highly recommend The Minus Man. Highly recommend it. New Year's Evil. I've got the Scream Factory release of that one. Ooh, F.W. Murnau's Nosferatu. Parasite 3D. Nice. Oh, The Pit. Oh, this is a classic here, people. If you don't own The Pit, Do yourself a favor. $9.99 is a steal. If you've not seen The Pit, go check out my review of it from a few years ago. Good stuff. I don't know if I've ever seen Parasite. It's a Charles Band film. Oh, it's the one with Demi Moore. Yeah, I've seen a long time ago. It's the, yeah. Long time ago. I don't remember much about it. Play Misty for me. Ooh, Rawhead Rex. 4K. How much is that? $15 for Rawhead Rex on 4K. Wow. Ronin. I've always liked Ronin. Schizo. Whoa, look at this cut. Look at this artwork here. My goodness. Shoot first, die later. That is some nice artwork there. Holy crap. Someone Behind the Door, Charles Bronson, and Anthony Perkins. Never even heard of this movie. Interesting. Stone Cold, Brian Bosworth, The Boz. $9.90. Gosh, that is a steal. Terminal Invasion with Bruce Campbell. All right, I think we're coming to the end. Oh, Thirst, that's a good one. $9.99 Blu-ray, not bad. Another Bronson film, The Valdez Horses, a.k.a. Chino. Nice. Without Warning. It's a fun one. I think that's it, folks. Yep, that is it. That is the whole Kino sale. My word. It's good stuff there. I've got some tabs open I'm going to revisit very soon. Yes, I do recommend the Satan's Little Helper Blu-ray. Yes, I do.
Mama? Yes, darling, what is it? Mother, this cloth smells of death.
The Mad Max 4K is killer. I don't remember, Alan. It's been a while since I've pre-ordered anything directly from Arrow. I don't remember if they do or not. Probably. The Criterion sale goes on to July 28th. Okay. Tony Movie Chappie D9 Neil Blomkamp fan. Thank you for the $4.99. I want the Arrow Carrie remake this time. The director cut. Okay. All right. I don't remember much about that Carrie remake. I remember not really liking it, but I would not be surprised if we don't get a new release of that soon. Didn't Scream Factory do that? I know they did the original Carrie. Did they do the remake too? I don't remember. But thank you, Tony Movie. I appreciate that. Yeah, I'm kind of surprised another company hasn't done anything. Hasn't, that we've not seen Sleepaway Camp 2 and 3 from another company. Like a Kino or, That's got to be in the works somewhere. As sought after as those two are, and as ridiculous as the prices are on those two on eBay. Oh yeah, I'm going to grab that one, Justin, for sure. When the Severance sale goes live, I'll be grabbing that one. Absolutely. Shout did release the Carrie remake. Okay. That's what I thought. Arrow used to not charge right away a couple years ago. My card expired and I couldn't get one of the box sets I ordered when I updated it. There you go. Big Crack Rock to the rescue. Okay, so they didn't put the director's cut on there, so you're wanting that director's cut of the Carrie remake. Okay, I feel you. Maybe one day it'll happen. Let's take a look. Let's look at that Barnes & Noble Criterion sale, just for the hell of it. All right, let's look at this thing. All you Criterion fanboys out there. 50% off the Blue Velvet 4K. I've got the Blu-ray of that one. Bound Blu-ray. $19.99. Isn't the 4K coming out for that soon? Bound. Let's see. What else we got here? Is that it? What? Where's the... What the hell? That can't be... They can't be the only titles that are for sale. I mean, right? All right, you know, all right, screw Criterion. See, this is why I don't like Criterion. If you're making it this difficult for me to access your sale, then to hell with you. You pretentious... God. Screw you, Criterion. That's how I feel about you. What's up, Jay Dobbsy? How you doing? The slip for Sleepaway Camp 2 is going for $30 by itself? Yikes. Bought Raging Bull and Repo Man. I've got the Repo Man Blu-ray. Criterion Blu-ray. Or no, I've got the Repo Man Arrow or Anchor Bay 10. I'm good with that. That's right. Damn Criterion. Amazon is price matching everything on Barnes and Noble too. See, Amazon's got their own Prime Days coming up soon, so they'll hopefully have a lot of good deals on physical media as well. That's one of the big reasons why I purchase physical media and Tonus, is because of all the extras and what have you, but also to own it physically. Oh, and speaking of physical ownership of something, that digital code for Pearl that I was talking about earlier. Let me think of some trivia here. And whoever answers first will win the code. But again, a reminder, this code came out of a secondhand release of the film. So I don't know if it's still good. But whoever wins it, hurriedly put it in and see if it works or not. So, trivia. Okay. Since we were talking about the Who Killed WCW Vice documentary series, who was going to be the original third man in the NWO? Answer that question. Whoever answers that question first will win this digital code. He was going to be the original third member of the NWO before Hogan said he would do it. Who's going to answer that first? Retro Cack, you have won. So what I'm going to do, Retro Cack, where's my phone? I'm going to take a photo of this. I'm going to tweet it to you and go ahead and put that sucker in and see if it works. I'm sending it over to you right now. All right, sir. It is in your possession. So type that sucker in and see if it's good. Hollywood Giant, close. Very close. They did. Eric Bischoff did speak to Jeremy about it. And Jeremy said he's PWO for life, brother. Said it didn't work for him, brother. So.
Slasher Home Video says, Hollywood Jeremy.
Doesn't work for me, brother. Oh, by the way, I have got a brand new shirt design that's going to be popping off here very soon. I'm going to give you guys just a glimpse of it, just a brief little glimpse. Okay, that was it. That's all you get. There it is again, but that's it. That's all you get. Some brand new designs going to be dropping soon in the TeePublic store. So keep your eyes peeled. Jim Howard. Oh, God. The rights to Dogma have been purchased from Harvey Weinstein, and theatrical re-release are in the works. Okay. Restoration and a theatrical re-release are in the works. Okay. And by the way, if that one doesn't work, Gibbs, I've actually got a couple of other ones that I do know that work. I'll send you. But I'm curious about the Pearl one. So let me know if the Pearl one works. La Parka. Oh God, I loved La Parka. I loved La Parka back in the day. He was great. The chairman. Loved him. Jeremy definitely wants to see the new Alien movie. Yeah. He's mentioned The Crow and Alien Romulus come out in August. And I think there's another movie coming out in August he wants to watch. So he's said, like, busy August. Busy August. Because, gonna have to go watch those. The heck was that? Busy August.
Brainer 954 says, Jeremy P.Wo for life.
P.Wo? What the hell? No, Jeremy's not said anything about wanting to see A Quiet Place Day One. So, has anybody been to see that? The new Quiet Place? That came out this weekend, right? Anybody go see that? Jeremy loves KFC, Antonis. Yes, it's one of his favorites. It is one of his favorites, absolutely. Gibbs, any update on that code? Oh, we've got a super chat that's come in. The thing's not triggered yet. Tony Movie Chappie D9 Neil Blomkamp fan. Thank you for the $4.99. Thoughts on Millennium Media Studio? They are this generation of Canon films.
Mama. Yes, darling, what is it? Mother, this cloth smells of death.
If it's who I think it is, I mean, they've done some wacky flicks, Millennium. I think isn't that like Avi Arad's outfits, I think? But they've done some wild stuff. They're not quite on Canon's level yet, but thank you, Tony Movie. I appreciate that, man. Very kind of you. I forgot about our poll here. How's our poll looking? 95 votes. 60% say yay. They will be picking up the Friday the 13th remake 4K from Arrow Video. All right. Think we can close this one out. Have faith in Alvarez? I do too. I think we're due for a good Alien movie. So I'm excited. Yes, I'm Dangerous Tonight I like it a lot. Go check out my review, J. Dobbsy. Definitely worth $9.99. So we've been going for about 2 hours. We've covered a lot of topics. Anything else you guys want to talk about? Any questions? Anything? Plan to see Quiet Place July 4th. Okay. Going to see it tomorrow. Yes, I've heard about that, Reverend. Good. I would like to see them revive the old Friday the 13th game. Personally. And if they got a new one in the works, hopefully it's really good too. But I think if they revived the old game with some new content, some new Jasons, some new levels, I'd definitely be back on it. Take care of some of the bugs and whatnot. Maybe upgrade the graphics a little bit. Yeah, I'd definitely be all for it. Quiet Place Day 1 is awesome. Okay. Oh, I love Hell House. Love Hell House. Great movie. There's Facci Cinema. Piz the Legend. What's up? How the heck are you? I'm doing good. Doing good. Hope you're doing well. Am I picking up Torso on 4K? Maybe. I don't know. I've got the Blu-ray from Arrow. I don't know. We'll see. I do like it a lot. I have seen Blood Lake. It's been a while though. I I don't remember all that much about it. I've actually got the Blu-ray. I've just not watched it in a very long time. The sequels are pretty good, Reverend Ross. I like Hell House 2 and 3, and the last one they did, what was the last one they did called? Hell House, whatever it is. It's good too. I like all the Hell House movies. Sony is laying off more folks, specifically in physical media manufacturing. That's not good. That's not good. Hell House Origin, yes, the Carmichael. Isn't it called like Hell House Origin, the Carmichael Estate or something like that? And apparently there's going to be more Hell House movies. So bring it on. It worked. Okay. The digital code worked. There you go. Enjoy Pearl then. Retro Cac. I'm glad it worked. I did, Antonis. It looked great. Yeah. The Nosferatu teaser looked really good. Now we just have to wait 6 months to actually see it. So. Have you seen Pearl before, Gibbs? Or will this be your first time? Thank you, Dead Zone. Yes, yes. Happy 4th to you as well. Happy early 4th. What are y'all's plans for the 4th of July? You guys going to be doing any cookouts? Are you going to be blowing things up? Are you going to be drinking to excess or anything like that? Let me know.
Reverend Ross says, "That's why I tell folks to buy and support what they love and the companies that still listen."
It's true. I have seen a Serbian film, but I literally don't remember anything about it. I don't know if I just blocked that whole movie out or I literally don't remember a thing about it. Been wanting to watch. Thank you. Okay. So perfect. You haven't seen it. You got that digital code and it worked. Nice. Very nice. Getting together with family for the 4th, then vacation. Cool. I'm hoping I get invited to a family member's house for the 4th. Grilling and drinking IPAs. That sounds good. Yeah, I mean, that's, I know, my cats don't like, we don't get a lot of fireworks where I live anyway, but, what few we get, they don't like. So animals are not fans of fireworks. That's for sure. My favorite 4th of July food is hot dogs. I can't beat a good grilled out hot dog on the 4th. Just can't do it. Late to the stream, Piz, but hope all is well. You and Jeremy going to try the new Mountain Dew Infinite Swirl. Where is that exclusive to any stores? Or is that one going to be, I don't think I've heard of Infinite Swirl. Thanks for all the work you and Jeremy put into the videos. Well, thank you, Chris. Infinite Swirl. That sounds good. Let me look that up here. Mountain Dew Infinite Swirl. Pineapple strawberry. That sounds pretty good. Hopefully it's one that'll just be out everywhere. Like, I hate the ones that are like, this one is exclusive to this gas station. This one's exclusive to, this place or that place or whatever, Gonna set off an atomic firework. Nice. Exclusive to 7-Eleven. Like, see, I hate that. I don't have a 7-Eleven near me. So I hate that they do that. It might as well be exclusive to Mars for me. Do I think Sting would have worked in Hogan's place? I think Sting actually makes more sense, than Hogan. Because I think they could have ran with this whole angle of, Sting was to WCW what Hogan was to WWF. But then Hogan came to WCW. So Sting could have went like, I was your all's hero here. And then he came and you pushed me aside. So screw WCW, screw WCW fans. I'm with them. That makes sense. That makes more sense than Hogan, I think. Being the third man. And I think that would have he would have got a ton of heat for that. because he was WCW's boy, you know? But, I mean, Hogan was the right choice because Hogan was Hogan. And nobody, you know, would have suspected Hogan to turn heel. But it was the best thing that ever happened to, it's the best thing that ever happened to wrestling. In my opinion. Jeremy needs to create 4th of July tacos. Well, from what I heard, you know, Hogan was reluctant about doing it because he's, you know, he was worried about the brand. But then he, you know, he saw that times were a-changing, so he went along with it, and it worked. It worked. Yeah, the exclusivity stinks with items. I know, I hate that. Hate that. Oh goodness, I'm about to lose my voice here, folks. I think I'm going to wrap it up. If you've not dropped a like on this stream, please do so. I would appreciate that very much. Let me do some shout outs here. If you have any other questions, go ahead and drop those now, and I'll get to them before we wrap things up. Shout out to Polydactyl Productions, Ferris Man, Tig Nuts, A7X, and Astro Juicy for tuning in over on Twitch. And shout out to Ferris Man and Tig Nuts for resubscribing. I appreciate that very much. And I'm still planning on doing a watch party over on my Twitch channel in the near future. So if you're not following me on Twitch, go over and
Yes,
do
darling,
that.
what is it? Mother, this cloth smells of death.
Ah, Tony. Wow. Thank you for the 1999 super chat. That's very, very generous of you. Avi Lerner is the head of Millennium Media, who worked at Canon Films, and also Bose Davidson. That's right. And John Thomason, who also worked there, went to Millennium Media, and they go by the Canon model with their films. Yeah. Yep. I have heard about that. So yeah, I mean, they're keeping the Canon, at least the way they do business, alive. So we need a Canon today. We need a Golan and Globus. We need producers like Golan and Globus out there today. You know, we need those guys out there today working for us, making the kinds of movies we want to watch. You know, we need those guys, man. But thank you very much, Tony Movie. I appreciate that. That's very kind of you. Very generous. Thank you so much. Shout outs over on YouTube. Shout out to Antonis for the $5 super chat. Shout out to Happy Sanjo for gifting a membership. Shout out to Tony Movie Chappie for the $4.99 super chat, and shout out to Tony Movie Chappie for the $19.99. Thank you very much. Very kind of you folks. I appreciate that. And let's see who is still with me here on YouTube. We have got Brainer here. We got Gozer the Gozerian. Have you watched Smiling Friends? I've never heard of Smiling Friends. We got Dead Zone here. We got Caleb here. We got Ralphus here. Got Selmer Slasher. Richard C. Antonis. Timothy. Geriatric Geek. Movie Fan. Derek Jana. There's Richard. Reggie. The Good Reverend. Saturn Video. Chris. Big Crack Rock. Had Dave here with us. Had Sick Jim with us. Had Matthew with us. Had Gibbs, Retro Cac. Had Swaggy with us. Time to fight the cat to give him eardrops. You know, you just got to fight that fight, man. They're not easy to not easy to care for, but it's worth it. It's worth it. To Ghoul, thank you for tuning in. So yeah, thank you all for joining me tonight. We covered a lot of topics, a lot of physical media talk, a lot of Halloween talk. Yeah, it's a good time. Thank you all as always for hanging out with me on this Sunday night. I appreciate it. I've got a review of a really cool, lesser known Giallo movie dropping very soon. I've got a couple of different mask unboxing videos dropping very soon. Going to be doing a new I Love Physical Media video very soon. The watch party over on my Twitch channel very soon as well. So keep your eyes peeled for all that fun stuff. Oh, and a new beverage review video with Jeremy dropping very soon as well. So if you're not following me on Instagram, X, Facebook, TikTok, all those links are in the description. I'll catch you guys again very soon. Have a great rest of your Sunday. And be well, take care, and peace.